Is your child overwhelmed by big feelings they can't express? Are they dealing with changes at home or finding school a constant battle? Perhaps you've noticed they're more anxious or withdrawn, or maybe their behavior has become challenging, with angry outbursts or defiance that seems to come from nowhere. These are often signs that a child is struggling to cope with something on the inside. They don't always have the words to tell us what's wrong, so their feelings come out in other ways, through their actions, their mood, or their worries. That's why we use a range of therapeutic approaches tailored to meet each individual where they are. For younger children, talking about feelings directly can be really difficult, even intimidating. This is where play and creative arts therapy comes in. It's how they explore the world, make sense of their experiences, and express what's going on inside. In a therapy session, this might look like drawing, painting, working with clay, or using puppets. Through these creative activities, a child can safely express feelings like anger, sadness, or fear without having to find the right words. It gives them a way to process difficult events, like a family separation or a scary experience, in a way that feels natural and empowering. It's not just playing, it's a profound way of communicating and healing. Another incredibly powerful tool we use is sand story therapy. Imagine a tray of sand and a collection of small figures and objects. A child or young person is invited to create a world in the sand. This simple, hands-on process allows the subconscious mind to come to the forefront. The stories they build in the sand can reveal deep-seated worries, conflicts, or hopes that they might not even be consciously aware of. It's a gentle yet incredibly insightful method that helps both the therapist and the individual understand the inner landscape of their mind. It's a way of telling a story without words, a story that needs to be heard. For many of the challenges we face, the root can often be found in our earliest relationships. This is where attachment-focused therapy becomes so important. Our early bonds with caregivers shape how we learn to trust, how we see ourselves, and how we form relationships throughout our lives. It's a relaxed, confidential space for you to share your story, talk about the history of the difficulties you're facing, and discuss what you hope to achieve through therapy. We want to hear your perspective. What are your goals? What does a better future look like for you or your child? Based on this initial meeting, we create a collaborative plan together. This isn't something we just hand to you, it's a roadmap we design with you. It will outline the therapeutic approach we think will be most effective and what our sessions will focus on. For children, this might involve a blend of play therapy and talking, while for a young adult, it might lean more towards cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, to work on changing unhelpful thought patterns, combined with attachment work. Let's break down some of the specific issues we help children and young people with. Anxiety and worries are incredibly common. This can look like social anxiety that makes parties or meeting new people feel terrifying, or school phobia, where the thought of even entering the school gates causes panic. It can also be a more general, persistent sense of worry that something bad is going to happen. We help young people understand the root of their anxiety and give them practical tools, often from CBT, to manage those anxious thoughts and feelings so they don't control their lives. It's a persistent feeling of emptiness, irritability, or a loss of interest in things you used to enjoy. We also work extensively with what are often called behavioral issues. This could be a child with explosive anger, a teenager who is defiant and constantly pushing boundaries, or other acting out behaviors. We see this behavior not as the problem itself, but as a symptom of an underlying struggle. Our goal is to understand the why behind the behavior and help the child or adolescent find healthier ways to express their needs and manage their emotions. Finally, so much of our well-being is tied to self-esteem and confidence. Our work focuses on helping you or your child build a positive self-image, develop resilience to face life's challenges, and cultivate healthier and more rewarding relationships. You don't have to carry this weight by yourself anymore. Help is available, and things can get better.